Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about ChatGPT tutorial for beginners, how to use ChatGPT. Myself Mohammed Zubair and this channel is all about showing you how to become a highly paid IT pro really fast. So without any further ado, let's get started. Well, as we know that ChatGPT has been released and it has taken the internet by storm. ChatGPT basically is a chatbot that has been launched by the OpenAI in November 2022 and it is built on the top of OpenAI's GPT 3.5 and it is equipped with the both supervised and reinforcement learning techniques. And if we talk about ChatGPT and what it stands for, well basically it stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformers. So in this video we'll see that how you can use that, what are different ways that you can use to interact with it, and how you can use that for your ease. So we'll start with the sign up process or login process, that how we can access this one. So first of all, open your favorite browser and just search for OpenAI. Hit enter. Go to the official website of OpenAI, which is openai.com, and it will take you to this particular page. Basically, there are many APIs that have been developed by OpenAI. And here we have API. Just click on it and it will take you to the page where you will have all the information about all the APIs that have been generated by the OpenAI itself. Okay, as we are interested with the ChatGPT, so we'll look for that. If you see at the top bar, here it says introducing ChatGPT. Just click on this try button and it will take you to a new page. So from here, in case if you already have an account, just click on login, and in case if you do not, just click on your sign up button. I'll just show you that how you can sign up for that. After that, here you have three options. Either you can go with the email address, you can go with your Google account, or you can go with the Microsoft account. So I'll show you that how you can do that with Google. So I'll just click on continue with Google. Now it will allow me to select one of my Google accounts. I'll just select one of them. Now what it will do, it will ask me to enter my phone number, and you can get the code on the SMS or via WhatsApp, and you just need to enter the code and you are good to go. So I'll go back, I'll log in directly into my ChatGPT and I'll show to you that how it works. So let me get back to you after logging into my ChatGPT. I'm back after logging in into my ChatGPT, and this is how its homepage, or you can say its default page, looks like. Here you have some of the option at the left sidebar, and in the middle we have some of the information about this ChatGPT. I'll talk about this section later. Let's talk about the left sidebar. First of all, we have dark mode. At the moment I am using my light mode. After the dark mode, we have OpenAI Discord. Basically this is the Discord channel for the ChatGPT. You can access it and you can join the community of ChatGPT. At the moment, there are more than 0.5 million people in the ChatGPT Discord channel. After that, you have updates and frequently asked questions about the ChatGPT. So let's open this one, and it's like a forum where you can ask and you can share different things in here, or you can share your opinion just like any other forum. I'll just close this one and let's get back, and obviously down here we have the logout option. At the top, if you see, we have a new chat option. What it is? Well, basically, ChatGPT interacts with us in a conversational way. So this is the first conversation, or this is the first instance of us using ChatGPT. So here it will keep track of all the instances or all the history that we'll have with ChatGPT. For example, if I ask what is 10 plus 5, hit enter, here it will give us answer as 15. And here if you see, we have first conversation. Now as long as we keep asking different queries in this particular section or in this particular instance, all those scenarios or all those queries will get stored into this particular instance that is named as math addition query. You can rename it as well. Now if you click on new chat, what it will do, it will open a new chat for you. Now I'll write here, what is the weather of New York, and hit enter. And here it says, I'm sorry, okay, whatever the answer is, but you will see that we have a new instance in here. So basically it will keep on adding more and more instances for you as long as you keep on going with the new chat. So let's go with the new chat, and now you will see we have a new page in here, and now if I ask anything in here, we'll have a new chat in here, or you can say new instance. and in each instance it keep tracks of everything. So let's go back to the math one, and here we have all the history from the math query. Now, in case if you want to remove all of this from the history or all the instances, just click on this delete button. Or in case if you want to delete all of them at once, just click on clear conversation and now click on it again to confirm clear conversations. And now you see all of these have been deleted. Now let's talk about this particular section. First one says examples. Well, basically these are different examples of how we can ask our queries to ChatGPT. For example, it says explain quantum computing in simple terms. Just click on it and after that click on the send button, or you can hit enter and your query will be sent. Here we have different capabilities that ChatGPT can perform. For example, it remembers what user said earlier in the conversation, and only by doing so, it interacts with us in a conversational way, as I mentioned earlier. Then it also allows us to have follow-up correction, and it is trained to decline inappropriate requests. I'll show you one example of such request as well. Then we have the limitation, and it says may occasionally generate incorrect information. So it means we should not rely 100% on the ChatGPT, as it can generate some wrong information. And then it says may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. So this is also a limitation. And down here it says limited knowledge of world and events after 2021. Because it is not trained as such that it keeps track of the events after the 2021. So we have to be careful with respect to this one in our queries as well. So now this was all about the introduction about ChatGPT, how we can log in into the system and what it is all about. Now let's start that how we can use that. Well, there are different ways, or you can say there are different things that we can perform, or we can get assistance from the ChatGPT. So we'll see some of them and we'll try to explain each one of them. Let's start with the simplest of them all. So what I'll do here, I'll write here, please give me the name of Canadian PM, and I'll hit enter. And here it says the current Prime Minister of Canada is Justin Trudeau. Okay, in terms of the response from the ChatGPT, there are different things that we can perform. For example, here we can like or dislike the response from the ChatGPT. In terms of liking it, it will just count our vote. And here it says provide additional feedback, and you can submit your feedback as well. And let's say if you do not like the response from the ChatGPT, you can dislike it as well. Just click on it, have your additional feedback and select one of the options from here and you can submit it. What it will do, it will keep track of this for the future responses that it will provide to you. Now let's just head back, and here we have a regenerate response button. If you just click on it, what it will do, it will give you the same information, but it will give it to you in some other way. Let's click on it again, and now we'll have the same answer, but in some other way. I'll just click on it again one more time. Okay, along with that, here if you see now, we have 4x4. It means we got the 4 different answers for this particular query. And in case if you want to see the history or the previous answers, just click on this arrow button and it will keep showing you the previous responses as well. So this is how it works and this is how it looks like. So this was the basic of how you can use your ChatGPT, and now let's start with some real work. So what I'll do, I'll just select the new chat option, and in here I'll ask my ChatGPT to write a cover letter for me. Let's say you want to apply for a particular job, but you do not know that how you can write your cover letter based on the requirement, or you can say based on your skills. So what I'll do, I'll ask my ChatGPT to do that for me. So I'll write here, please write me a resume for the job of machine learning developer with the expertise in neural network. And let's see how does it respond to our query. And here it has started to develop, or you can say here it has given us the structure of how our resume should look like. At the top, what we can do, we can add our address, our name, our phone number, our email. Then here we have the summary. After that, here it is giving us the education section. Then we have technical skills, and all these technical skills are related to machine learning and neural networks as Python, C++ and Java. And we already know that Python is also known as the language of data sciences. Then we have machine learning libraries, and obviously TensorFlow and Keras are the libraries that gets used for the machine learning purposes. After that we have experience, and this is the first experience as machine learning developer. Then we have research assistant, additional experience that we can put it on, and then we have different projects and references. So you can see that how accurately and how sophisticatedly it has given us all the data that we might need in terms of having into our resume. You can ask your ChatGPT to give your CV or cover letter as well. So let's ask ChatGPT to do so. So I'll write here, now please give me the cover letter for it as well. Okay, as I have told you earlier that it interacts with us in a conversational way, so it knows that what I am talking about in here. It will give us the cover letter for the same query that we asked earlier, which is this one. So let's click on this send button and let's see what do we get. Okay, here it says here is the sample cover letter for the job of machine learning developer with expertise in neural network. So it will give us the detailed cover letter. Now what we can do, we can personalize it, or you can say we can customize it as per our liking and as per our need. So you can see that how sophisticatedly it has worked for us. So we are done with this one, and now let's ask something else. This time I'll ask my ChatGPT to give me some options in terms of having my blog. So I'll create a new chat, or I'll start with the new chat, and I'll write here, please give me 10 topics for a blog based on best practices to lose weight. And let's see what do we get. I'll hit enter. Okay, there is one more thing, and that is even if you misspell anything, ChatGPT is smart enough to correct that and give you the exact answer on what you were trying to ask. So here it is giving us 10 of the blog's title that we can go with in terms of having best practices to lose weight. So first one says setting realistic weight loss goals, incorporating regular physical activity into your routine, and we have 8 more. Not only that, you can ask your ChatGPT to further explain any one of them. So let's ask our ChatGPT to further explain or expand the first one. So I'll write here, please give me the outline for the first option, and let's see what do we get. So what it will do, it will further explain this one, or you can say it will further expand this one. Here it says at the top we should have an introduction about this particular title, then we should have tips, then settings, short terms and long term goals, then we have tracking progress, and at the end we should have a conclusion. Okay, not only that, you can even ask your ChatGPT to give you more detail about each section. For example, if you are not sure that what should be your introduction for this particular blog, you can ask ChatGPT to do so. I'll just do the same. So I'll write here, please write the introduction for me. I'll hit enter and let's see what do we get. So here it has started to write the introduction for this particular blog. Let it get complete and then I'll show you one more thing. And that is in case if you want to expand it further, or if you feel that word count is less, you can ask your ChatGPT to increase it. So I'll just do that. Please increase the word count and let's see what do we get. So I'll just enter. And here it says here is the longer version of the introduction for the blog post on this particular topic. So you can see that how smart and how sophisticated it is and how accurate information it is giving to us. Obviously, you can personalize this information or you can customize this information as per your liking. Now, this was the second example. Now let's ask something else from our ChatGPT. This time what I'll do, I'll ask my ChatGPT to give me 10 top places to travel in the world. So I'll write here, please give me 10 travel places to travel in 2023 and hit enter. Let's see what do we get. For the first response, what it has done, it has given us 10 locations where we can travel in 2023 along with one liner. Okay, let's say you want to have some more information about any one of these places and you want to know that how much money you should have with you or how you should plan your travel to a particular place. Let's ask our ChatGPT to do this for us. So what I'll do here, I'll write here, please explain the process of getting to option 2. I'm not writing here Costa Rica. I'm just asking to have the information about option 2. It will know itself that I'm talking about Costa Rica. So I'll just ask it and let's see what do we get. It says to get to Costa Rica, you will need to travel by plane, and there are some steps that you need to follow. So here we have each steps in detail that we should be following in order to get to Costa Rica. And not only that, you can ask further about different hotels that you should consider while you are there. So I'll just do the same and I'll ask my ChatGPT to provide me with the list of best hotels or restaurants in Costa Rica. So I'll just do that. Please give me with the names of hotels in there. Hit enter. And here it will give us few options in terms of the hotels, and here we have all those. So you can see that how smart it is and how accurate it is. So this is one of another way that you can follow in order to use your ChatGPT, and obviously it saves you a lot of time. Let's say you wanted to do the same and you wanted to have the same information from the Google engine. Obviously, for that purpose, you might have to go through different articles, different blogs, you might have to watch different YouTube videos and whatnot. But with the help of ChatGPT, you have asked only 3 queries and it is given you all the information in very detail. And that is one of the reasons that people are in awe of ChatGPT. So these were some of the basic questions, and now let's move on to something complex. I'll just click on new chat, and this time let's ask some programming related questions. I'll write here, please give me a code for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division in Python programming language, and let's hit enter. Okay, I have misspelled language, but do not worry, as I have mentioned earlier, it will take this on its own and it will give us right answer. Here we have the addition function, then we have subtraction, here we have the multiplication, and here we have the division. So what we need to do, we just need to copy this code and we just need to put it into our IDE and we are good to go. Okay, let's ask our ChatGPT to provide us all the code in one function. So I'll write here, please give me all the code in one function. I'll hit enter. As you can see, now we have different one, but what it will do now, it will give us all of this information, or you can say all of this functionality in one function. As you can see, this is the one function that is named as calculate. Then we have operations, and at the end we have the print statement. So whatever you will put in the input section of this particular function, you will have the option to perform any of the functions in here. Why not just copy this code and let's try this out into our IDE. So for that purpose, I'll use Visual Studio Code. Here it is, and here I have just pasted the code that I copied from a ChatGPT. Let's save this and let's try to run this and let's see what do we get. And here it says for the addition, 5 plus 3 is 8, which is right. 5 minus 3 is 2, which is right here. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and we have the square as well. Okay, in square we have invalid operation because we have not defined this one into our function. So you can see that our code is perfect and we have no problem with the code. Okay, there is one thing, as I have mentioned earlier, that we do not have the square function, or you can say square method, into our code. Let's ask our ChatGPT to provide us with that as well. I'll write here, the square function is missing. Please give me that as well. And here it says, here is the updated version of calculate, and in that one we'll have the square root as well. So let it get complete and then I'll show it to you and I'll talk about it. And here you can see it has given us the function for the square root as well. So you can see how smart it is. So this was all about the Python. Okay, this was the basic questions that we have asked to our ChatGPT. What if there is some problem with our code that we already have into our system and we want to find out the problem? So can ChatGPT help us with that? Let's find out. So I'll just copy this code simply. I'll write here, please find the problem in the following code. And let's see what do we get. I'll just paste my code, and what I'll do here, I'll just add some errors in this one. I'll just remove this multiplication sign and let's see what do we get. I'll just hit enter now. And here it says the problem in the code is that multiply case is missing the multiplication operator. And rightly so, I removed this one and it has just found that out. And here we have the corrected code as well. And not only it was able to find out the problem, it has given us the corrected solution as well. So you just need to copy this code and you are good to go. Okay, let's go for something complex and interesting at the same time. What I'll do now, I'll ask multiple choice conversational questions from my ChatGPT. So for that purpose, let me just enter my query and then we'll move ahead. So I have written here, okay, now let's play a conversational game where you will provide me with 4 options as A, B, C, D, and I'll choose one. In response, you will give me another scenario based on my answer. The scene is from the Spider-Man. Okay, the Spider-Man is the scenario in here. You can ask any other scenario as well. You can provide with a book, you can provide with a movie, or you can go for the poem as well. It will take that as a scenario and then it will ask you a conversational question. Now if I hit enter, you will see that it will create a scenario for the Spider-Man. As you can see here, it says, you are Peter Parker and you have just discovered that you have the powers of Spider-Man. And here we have 4 different options. Okay, upon choosing one of them, what it will do, it will create another scenario, or you can say it will ask me another question based on the choice that I'll choose from here. Let's go for the B. I'll write here B, hit enter. Okay, upon choosing B, here it has defined my answer, and upon that it has created another scenario that I can choose from. From here, I'll choose one of them and then what it will do, let's see. Okay, upon choosing B, here we have another scenario from the ChatGPT in which we came across a group of bank robbers and we have different options. And the options are let the robbers escape and avoid a confrontation, or we can confront the robbers and try to stop them, and we have 2 more. Okay, what I'll do here, I'll choose one of them. I'll type C and hit enter. And as you can see, upon choosing the C, it will give me another scenario based on my option, and then again I have different options again. So you can see that how smart it is that it is interacting us in a conversational way based on the scenario that I provided, and not only that, it is giving me 4 different options. And upon choosing one of the options, it is giving me new scenarios based on the initial scenario, and you can see all of them are based on the Spider-Man. You can do that for the Batman or any other thing as well. As I mentioned earlier, you can give any other scenario, you can give a poem, you can give any other movie, or you can go for anything else as well. Let's write here, let's do the same for, what should I write here? I'll write here Deadpool, and let's see what do we get. Now what it will do, it will give me the same scenarios as the Deadpool. Now I'm a Deadpool and now I have different options that I can choose from, and I can start playing this game. And this is another way that how you can use your ChatGPT. I'm sure now that you must have enjoyed this one. So that was all about it, and let's see what are the other different ways. Okay, till now we have seen that how we can ask simple question, then we also saw that how we can write resume, then we saw weight loss tips, then we also saw some of the travel destinations for 2023, then we went for the Python code, and at the end we saw Spider-Man decision based, or you can say a scenario that was based on Spider-Man, and we had a small game. Now let's see how ChatGPT will respond when we'll ask something that is illegal or copyrighted. For that, let me click on new chat, and here I'll write how can I download Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and hit enter. What it will do, I'm sorry, but I'm not able to help you download content that may be protected by the copyright. So ChatGPT is smart enough to make sure that it doesn't give you some information that is illegal or copyrighted. As I have asked to download Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie, it knows that it is illegal to watch it on the online, and it is also not on the OTT platforms. Now let's ask something else. I'll write here, please give me a joke about women. Let's see what do we get. Again it says, I'm sorry, it would not be appropriate for me to tell a joke about women because it says it could be offensive or harmful. That's really interesting. Now let's see something else. I'll write here, how can I buy firearm? Let's see what do we get. Okay, it is telling me that how can I buy firearm, but it is giving me the information about the legal way. It says the process of purchasing a firearm varies by location. Obviously, as in United States, you should be 21 years old. So this is the legal way, but if you ask something that is illegal, it will not give you any information. So this is one of the way that it performs. It knows that what should be given to the users and what should not. Okay, what I'll do here, I'll ask one more question and then we'll move to the next thing. I'll write here, how to buy firearm online and I am 16 years old. Let's see what do we get. So you can see that I have asked the same question but in different words, but now as I am under 21 years old and I want to buy it online, that is why it says it is illegal for a person under the age of 16 to purchase a handgun and some other information. So we can say that it is smart enough to ensure that we do not get any information that is illegal, or it has some copyrighted clause, because we saw in terms of Black Panther, it says that it is copyrighted. Then we had a joke about women. Then we talked about that how we can buy a firearm, and it has given us the information in detail, and where it was not appropriate, it has told us that it cannot do so. Okay, as I have mentioned earlier, that even if you misspell anything, it will take the thing on its own and it will give you the right answer, as I have misspelled Panther in here intentionally, and down here it has taken the Black Panther correctly and given me the response. So that was one other way that you can use your ChatGPT, and now let's see what do we have next. Okay, this time what I'll do, I'll ask my ChatGPT to write me a business proposal that I want to submit for an online business. So I'll write here, please write me a business proposal for an online website that sells sports goods, and let's hit enter and let's see what do we get. And here it has generated a business proposal for an online website. Okay, here we have the executive summary that we can submit, and not only that, we'll have the other information here as well. So what we can do, we can submit this proposal for this particular website that sells these particular sports goods. So this is another way that you can use. Okay, let's say you do not even have your website and you want to create it as well. So what I'll do here, I'll ask my ChatGPT to do that for me. So let this process get complete, and then I'll ask my ChatGPT to provide me with the outline for my website. So here if you see, we have different sections like executive summary, market analysis, then we have product and service description, then we have financial projection, marketing and sales strategy, then we have conclusion as well. I'll write here this time, please give me an outline for the website for my online goods business, and I'll hit enter and let's see what do we get as response. Okay, as we know that in every website we have some common things, like we have homepage and it explains that what should be there on the homepage. Then we have our product page, shopping cart, we'll have a contact page where people can contact us or our customer can contact us, and here it says about us, that will explain everything about us and our business. And here we have the contact page that I was talking about. We have checkout page, shopping cart, and some other things. Okay, let's say you do not know that what should be the name of your online business and what should be your tagline. So I'll ask my ChatGPT to do that for me as well. So what I'll do here, I'll simply write, please give me some titles and taglines for my online business website. And for that purpose, what I'll do, I'll mention that business is of sports. So I'll write here, business is based on sports goods. I'll hit enter. And here it will give me different taglines and different titles for my website and for my business. This is the first one that says Sports Zone. Tagline is your one-stop shop for all things sports. Then we have second one, and we have many more as well. So you can choose any one of these and you are good to go. And not only that, even if you do not like any one of these that have been given to you by the ChatGPT, you can ask for further as well. And not only that, as it has defined us that this should be the outline for our website, you can further explain all of these with the help of ChatGPT. So this is another way that how you can use your ChatGPT for your businesses and your marketing. Let's say you are done with the business proposal for the website of your online goods business. You are done with the website as well. And now you want to have marketing strategy. So let's ask our ChatGPT. So I'll write here, please give me a marketing strategy for this business. I'll hit enter. And here it has started to give me the strategy that I can go with for the marketing of my business. First one is SEO, then we have social media, then we have email marketing, then we have partnered with sports team and organization to promote your products, then we have online and offline advertising campaigns, offer promotions, and we have many more. So we are done with this one, and now let's see what do we have next. Okay, this time what I'll do, I'll ask my ChatGPT to write a poetry for me. Let's see what are the capabilities of ChatGPT in this area. So I'll write here, please write me a poem on rain. Here it has started to provide me a poem, and here it has started with the perfect one. Okay, in case if you do not like this one or you want to include something into this one, you can do so. I'll write here, please include happiness in it and give me a new one. And let's see what do we get, or how does ChatGPT responds. Here it says happiness and rain, two things that belong together like a song. Okay, it's a perfect one as well. And in case if you do not like this one, you can also ask your ChatGPT to regenerate the response as well. So I'll just click on it, and now what it will do, it will give me the same scenario, or it will give me the same answer, but now with different words, or you can say with different poem. Earlier we had this one, and now it is giving us the new one. So how cool it is, and how easy it is that we can use our ChatGPT for any purpose as per our liking. Okay, for the last example, or you can say for the last way that how we can use our ChatGPT, I'll try to use it to extract some useful information and some keywords from the given information that I'll provide to my ChatGPT. Here I have the Constitutional Act for Canada, and what I'll do, I'll copy some of the clause from here and I'll put that into my ChatGPT. So what I'll do here, let me go down and I'll simply copy some of these clause from this particular document, and let's see how our ChatGPT will respond to this one. So let me copy some of them from here. I'll just right click here, click on copy. Let's go back to our ChatGPT. Let me click on new chat and I'll write here, please explain the below Constitutional Act in simple words and in one paragraph. I'll just paste the paragraph or clause that I have copied from the document. I'll hit enter now. And now what it will do, it will explain all of these clauses into simple words and in simple paragraph. And not only that, you can even ask your ChatGPT to explain it further for the toddler, or you can say for some child that is in 5th grade, 4th grade or 3rd grade. So I'll just do the same in here. I'll write here, please explain this for the 5th grader, and let's see what do we get. And here it is explaining Constitutional Act for the 5th grader. Not only that, this time I'll ask my ChatGPT to extract some keywords from the clause that I have provided it. So I'll write here, please extract some keywords from the clauses that I have provided to you, and let's see what do we get. So what it will do, it will extract some of the keywords as executive, government, queen, governor general, chief executive officer, and many more. So how cool and how easy and how smart of ChatGPT is that it extracts all the keywords and it gives us all the information and the exact information that I wanted to have. And this is how you can use your ChatGPT. And for that purpose, I have shown you different ways. I have shown you poetry, I have shown you programming problems, I talked about different conversational things. We also have some scenarios in which we had different options. Then we also saw that how we can have different blogs, how we can have outlines for our websites, and we also saw some other things. So I hope now you have an idea that how you can use your ChatGPT for different purposes and how it can help you and assist you with your daily life problems and queries. These were some of the ways, and obviously there are many other ways and things that you can perform and do with the help of your ChatGPT. We have many videos onto our channel that are based on ChatGPT, and we have performed different things. For example, we have a video in which I showed you that how you can develop an app, how you can develop a website, and how you can use your ChatGPT in some other ways. So please head to our channel and watch those videos as well. And as we are ending this video, and at the end, let's try to clear our conversation, as these are different instances that we had in our ChatGPT, and let's try to delete all of these. So either you can delete all of them one by one, or you can go for the option that will clear all of them. So I'll click on clear conversation and click on it again to confirm my conversations. And as you can see, we have successfully deleted all the instances, or you can say all the conversations that we had in our ChatGPT. And now we can have a fresh start with our ChatGPT. And that's it for this video. And I hope now that you must have liked and loved watching this one. If that is the case, please leave a like, subscribe and press the bell icon. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Till the next video, take care.